Hello everyone and welcome to Cross Streaming. I'm Dylan.
I'm Jordan.
And today we're going to be opening this box of Green Lantern. Jordan, what crossware are you looking for today?
I'm looking forward to Batman, because I haven't personally opened any myself.
That's cool, but you know what'd be cooler? Sinestro. I love Sinestro. He's the best. Who knows, we could get Superboy Prime.
This is true, he is the best card in the set.
He's not as good as Superman. So yeah, let's get this cracked open. Alright, let's do this.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
So you're just gonna do the right and I'll do the left?
So 13 packs for me, 11 for you.
Then you get to start.
No, here you go.
Okay.
Alright. Pack 1. We're gonna get an Ultra on the first pack, right?
Maybe.
Maybe?
First pack I open.
Oh, okay.
I bring the luck.
Alright, so... Typical comments. Ooh, I got a shiny.
For a second I thought it was Ultra.
I got Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, or Kyle Rayner, for my foil.
I actually don't even remember what he does.
What he does is, when he enters the battlefield, prep all characters you control.
Oh!
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so he does the whole thing with the Green Lanterns, because they have all the, like, push effects and untapping. And then the rare is Star Sapphire. I forget what this one does. Whenever one of my Starfire characters is targeted, I draw a card. I haven't figured out how to make the Star Sapphire deck work, but...
Yeah, I haven't looked into it much at all.
The Wonder Woman's art is really cool.
Yeah, I got a couple foils of her in mine, and it was pretty sweet. This guy, though, I'm kind of excited because in the future, it's just all characters, right? Or is it all Lantern characters?
It's just all characters, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'll be pretty sweet as time goes on and more push effects get added. Alright, we got something. Ho ho ho! Best card in the entire set right here. If anyone gets one of these active player tokens, you're lucky. It's the best foil you can get.
It's not like this game bounces back and forth between players too fast to keep track of it.
And my rare is Agent Orange. He's pretty neat. He lets you draw a card on the other person's planning step whenever they draw cards, which is... It's interesting. I sometimes splash it in a few decks that have trouble drawing. But yeah. Oh, just want to talk about this card right here. Strength 1 is probably one of the best strength 1s in the game. On defense, or if it is defended, you get to draw 2 cards, and it's only a -1.
But,
so it's...
but I could play the other strength 1 and gain 2 MP.
I mean, card cycling is good, but...
My decks are usually so MP hungry that, like, I can't afford to not gain MP.
That's
Alright, next pack. And... Ooh, everything's upside down. Alright, so we got 4 special. I forget what this does.
Something with Sinestro cards.
Something with Sinestro characters. Yeah, that's like something I wanted. Yeah, so when you attack with this with a Sinestro character, you can push a rank 7. It's actually pretty decent on a special 4. Yeah.
I haven't looked much into Sin Core. I did a little bit because I wanted to make an MP draining deck, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. It just doesn't... It's a little bit too slow for what I need it to do. Ooh, I got an upside down card. A handful of them.
Well, there's only 2 cards that drain MP, so, like, you're kind of limited.
Well, I guess. Let's see here. We got... Wait, was that the rare? No. Wait. What?
What is going on?
Here we go.
Oh, there she is, yeah.
Speaking of draining MP.
Yeah, hey, there she is!
She's, whenever you drop her onto the field, you can reveal a Sinestro Core character and drain 4 MP from your opponent.
It actually seems really good.
Yeah. I also feel like because our meta around here, a lot of people like to run Constantine, so like she never hits when I need her to, because everyone always has Constantine on the board.
Well, and like the people I play against, they have so much MP that they can just drop like 6 events in one turn.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, stop it. I mean... Alright. So, we got... I love the art on this guy.
Yeah.
I forget what it even does, but like just... I believe it's Hal. Hal and just some random alien. Discard a battle card attached to target character your opponent controls to return a battle card to its owner's hand. So you can like heal 2 guys, or... No, you heal your opponent's guy to maybe heal one of your own guys. It's a little niche.
Yeah, I can see it if you have like a certain battle card that you really need back in your hand.
And then for our rare, we got Purifying Shield. It's got sweet art.
Yeah.
But what does it do?
It's one of my favorite cards that doesn't hit very often. When you use it, you can discard a White Lantern character to heal damage and heal a VP, which is pretty sweet.
That's actually, yeah, that's cool.
Especially since
it's expensive at 5, but like,
yeah,
I could see a use for it.
Yeah, I splashed in at 1 or 2 in my White Lantern deck because I wanted 3 of when I first made it, but I just didn't see times where I could use it with either because I just didn't have the extra MP, or I didn't want to discard the character, or I just didn't need to heal a VP.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright. Ooh, here we go. Before we even get to the rare, I gotta talk about this spicy boy right here. Speaking of White Lanterns.
We did pull Sinestro.
Yeah, right there. This Sinestro is like absurdly sweet. His constant effect is all your multis from any of your characters, not just from White Lanterns, but just multi attacks, can only be blocked by rank 6s and rank 7 characters, which is great because when people flood their board with rank 5s, or if they're just running like a team attack deck where there's a lot of rank 5s and like one Nightwing, you just get free attacks, or they're forced to block with their Nightwing, which, you know, gets him out of the way so that he doesn't get any VPs. And he gives you +3, which in a White Lantern deck is very needed. Let's see what else we got here.
That's got sweet art.
Ooh, yeah, this art's pretty sweet, and this is also a weird card that I want to talk about. It's really good in draft. It's a special 7 on attack. If you control 3 different traits, keep in mind with Superboy Prime, he can count as 2. You can bounce a character from that's not in the battle zone currently. So if you're on attack, you use this ability before your opponent can choose defenders. So you can bounce one of their defenders, and then you put it on top of their deck, slows them down and draw. It's fantastic.
But like that's a card that becomes more relevant as more set comes out, because then it doesn't care about lantern traits. It just says traits.
Ooh, and then
there's a foil.
We got a sweet. Wait, did I miss the rare?
No,
it's afterwards.
The rare was.
Yeah, it's after. All right, so we got our sweet foil. It's a special 4. I don't even know what this one does either. If you did not play a character this turn, this attack can only be defended by a battle card of rank 5 or higher. Huh. Interesting effect. I could see it useful in certain times. It costs 2 though, which is weird because if you're not playing any characters, you're going to run out of MP.
You're not going to have the MP for it. It's probably got a use. I just don't know what it is right now.
It's a decent foil though. I like the pattern on it and the little corner there.
It's pretty sweet.
And then the rare is another great card for White Lantern decks. It's a -1. You can shuffle a White Lantern character from your discard pile to bounce a battle card attached to somebody, which is pretty sweet. I use a lot to just get my other attacks back when I'm trying to pressure with multis.
Also, like if I attack with my multi-1 in my White Lantern deck and it gets hooked on a guy, I can get it back with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it happens before like everything's resolved, so then you could then use that on the attack you're currently doing as well.
That's really cool.
Keeps the pressure up and helps drain them of defense if they keep defending.
Alright.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's the same back to back.
It's the same pack.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, here's the rare. It's a Power Ring. Discard any Lantern card character from your hand or return target character to its owner's hand. This card reminds me a lot of Teleportation, the -5 event that lets you bounce a character to bounce one of theirs, but like you don't end up down a character, so you can still swing with 3 guys.
Yeah.
Because it just has to be a Lantern character from your hand. And if you couldn't play him anyway, because you just had 3 characters in play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like a pretty solid card.
Right, here we go. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be ultra rare or cross rare right here. Just kidding.
I feel like you're a liar.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm just hyping it up, bringing the hype. Ooh. Before we talk about the rare, I gotta talk about this sweet character. I haven't found a great place in the deck, but I love the art. His foil looks beautiful. His effect is you push him, you discard one of your own VPs to make them discard the top 2 cards of their deck. Great in a mill deck. It works really well with that Crosshair Batman that we're going to see somewhere.
Yeah. My opponent had 2 Crosshair Batmans and him on Saturday.
And then we'll talk about
forever
this card that I don't really know what it does. I'll read it for you. Choose an attached battle card and attach it to another character. -5. It's It's good. It kind of costs a lot. I guess it costs the same as Inherent Weakness. So, I mean, you could heal your guy to attach it there. I guess I haven't given it much thought because I run White Lantern, and Superman White Lantern already does that effect for...
I only ever have like 3 MP at a time, so... Yeah. I like zero cost characters, like Supergirl or... Supergirl. I love Supergirl. She's my favorite.
Interesting.
Alright. Sapphire. Ooh, scary. Oh! I got a foil of the Kal-El Superman. The Superman's deck is probably a real thing. I just haven't thrown it together.
I have a list that I want to bring. I just haven't had time to build it, and I missed the last tournament, so I haven't gotten to try it out.
Just like there's so many Superman in this game, and it's only got 2 sets. Like this deck can only go up, right? Like we're on the ground floor.
Yeah.
And then
I hate this card.
Is Black Hand. Oh yeah.
No, worst card.
What's the event that does this?
Power Players.
Yeah.
Fantastic event.
Yeah, this guy...
I hate this card.
Black Hand and Power Players, they just negate all the effects of target character, full stop, until they leave play, and they're super annoying.
Yeah, like, it appears in every game that I play where I don't want him to appear, and he appears at the worst possible moment, like, right when I'm, like, turning a corner, I'm like, alright, time to take control of and Black Hand hits the field. And I'm shut down, and I'm just like, oh, sorry. Yeah, keep hitting the thing, but, I hate Black Hand. He's useful, but I hate him. Alright,
I'm probably gonna play 3 of them. And, like, 3 Power Players.
Ooh, I like the art on this card, too.
I love that art.
This art's pretty sweet. It's different than the rest of the art style, but it's great.
It just returns a battle card. It's not exciting, but, like,
ooh, here we go. Here's a spicy rare. One of the best cards for Red Lanterns. It's a Strength 7, and it can be used if it's on attack. Any Red Lantern can use it at any time, regardless of their stat, which is pretty
really
sweet.
Like that card.
Because then you have like your rank 5 Red Lanterns just blowing out with the rank 7. And they're like, I guess I need to defend that.
When you block with that, with your not Red Lantern Superman.
And to go with the rare, another great Strength card, featuring Atrocitus, spewing blood, I guess. +1. And it makes it so your Red Lantern characters can't have damage attached to them this turn.
That card's also sweet for the Red Lantern deck.
Yeah.
It's really funny to block with the Strength 7, though, with your Superman.
Yeah, it's a waste.
No,
I guess
he's strong enough. Yeah, like...
It's Strength 7 for 0.
My opponent was like, can he actually play that? And I'm like, it's just... Alright. Here's the rare. Intelligence 4. Gains you 0 MP. If you block with it, if your opponent declared a team attack this turn, discard a random card from your opponent's victory pile. So if they team attacked, you get a health bag.
I like that card in theory. It's just cards that shut down a specific archetype is so like hard to want to put in a deck unless you know there's going to be a lot of team decks. Like if they don't run a team attack deck, then it's just like
right, but like
you have an Int4 that doesn't do anything.
But like if you go to a tournament with like 20 team attack decks, like you're just gonna clean house with that card.
I suppose
like,
it's a definite meta call card.
Especially since there's no sideboards. Like running a card like that's like a huge thing. I don't know. I haven't. Yeah. I'm probably not gonna run it right now, but like I might tech it in a couple weeks if like somebody's like going super ham on Nightwing.
Yeah. Plus, I could see it maybe if a later set, like, you know, the next set, Attack on Titan, or the set after that, or the set after that, maybe there'll be team attack oriented card, like more, like the whole set will be team attack oriented.
Wait,
and then
you mean the anime where they like fight as a group to kill giant monsters? I wonder if there's going to be any team attack stuff in that set.
Ooh, here we go. Mogo.
I hate Mogo.
One of my favorite commons. It's so great. He's not terribly good, but I just love weird cards like this because building around them is so fun. He gives you 3 MP, is 1 in every stat, so you can use the Omni one, you can use the defense one, he can use
that strength special one that you were talking about that you love.
He can use the special one where you don't attach cards to him, so you can defend with him. Mm-hmm. His push effect, for those who don't know, is you give control of Mogo to them, and then he doesn't prep during the next prep step. So it just kind of clogs up their field, and when you only have 3 characters that you can have on the board, it blocks that limit, and most of the time, if they're not building around Mogo, they aren't going to have any cards that Mogo can use. Like, maybe Omni 1, because a lot of decks run it, but
What's funny is in the mirror, they have enough untapped things because they're a Green Lantern deck to just throw them right back at you.
Yeah.
So, like, you just have, like, Mogo Ping Pong.
Ooh, what do we got? Ooh, we got a foil. Foil rare at that. We got, essentially, alternate,
Yeah, you got Jon Stewart.
Yeah, his effect is pretty much Grundy with a little flavor.
This card can only be KO'd by an HP KO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just Grundy without the 8 strength, but that gives him more opportunity to use other cards, which is the downfall of Grundy.
He's also a Green Lantern, so he's got a stat that's, or his trait's different and relevant, and he gains you 3 MP.
Yeah, and then the rare and the regular pack is a pretty sweet event. It's very useful in a lot of places. -2, you shuffle any number of cards you choose out of your hand and to your deck, and then you just draw that many back. So get rid of the cards you don't want, potentially draw something you do want. So anything else of noteworthy in here? Ooh, wait. This card isn't particularly, like, it's alright, but I just love the art. Hopefully we can get a foil so you guys can see that.
Is that the Sinestro and Black Lantern card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But its foil looks amazingly pretty. It's probably one of my favorite foils in the set.
I don't know. Foil rare Star Sapphire Wonder Woman's like the best. Yeah.
Speaking of pretty foils, White Lantern foils are probably the best foils in any game I've ever seen. Part of the reason why I chose a White Lantern deck is just so I
really like the
out.
foils in this set. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So in this pack we got Coming Storm. Your characters may attack with rank 5 or higher battle cards from your discard this turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like resurrect your entire discard pile and attack them with
super
it.
Sweet.
I mean, it's expensive at 5, but like that can just end games.
Yeah, especially if people don't expect it because they're like, oh, cool. They'll like do a discard check and they're like, cool. I don't have to worry about X card now. That all the battle cards are in the discard unless they jokes on you or something. But like jokes on you, it's like you at least know what's in their hand maybe, so you're anticipating it. With that, it's just like play it, play stuff from the graveyard, and they're like, oh, okay, I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't prepare for that. I know I said graveyard.
It's fine. We also got an In Brightest Day. Did you know this could have also been an In Blackest Night?
I did know that. I was kind of wondering that when I opened my stuff, and I had like 3 times as much of that card as any other event, and I was like,
apparently
why?
It's just on the sheet twice, and they didn't print In Blackest Night.
Which is sad too, because Sinestro, the Darkest Night, has a really good effect for Sinestro core stuff, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, oh well.
Let's see here. Oh, we got a foil of a card I've never used. Discard the top deck of each, or card of each player's deck, and +2. An obvious choice for a discard deck. It replaces the other 1 spot for strength, which didn't have any discard effects before.
Or like if you're playing that Sinestro, I want to shuffle the 5s in, you can discard the top card and end up with a 5 in your discard pile.
Yeah, that works too. And then the rare, another card I feel like is maybe going to be used later. You may link a target character that for a team attack this turn for 0. I don't play team attack a lot, so I don't find value in it yet.
It's also weird because it's not in the team attack like current.
Yeah.
Like
stats. Strength 7 or Strength 6 is just a weird.
It's super weird.
Not a lot of team oriented.
Well, because Nightwing's like the big team attack guy. Yeah. So like.
And then there's the new Green Lantern guy too.
Oh yeah.
You can put, there he is right there. Whenever you team attack or link with him, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Whenever he links to a team attack, you get to push a character, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, like I swing with 3 and push one of your guys. You're not blocking one of them. All right. Whoop. Oh,
there he is.
We got him.
I told you.
Yeah. So yeah, we got Batman Reanimated as our cross rare. What he does is whenever he gains a VP, you discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Super solid card for a milled deck, and my opponent had 3 of them and milled me out in like 3 turns, and it was great last Saturday.
And
this card's pretty sweet.
He works great with Nekros, because Nekros' ability discards the VP.
Yeah, for 2 more cards.
2 more cards.
Yeah, no, this card's amazing. We'll put it right here with our active player token.
That's the top tier cards of the box so far.
Yep. Yeah, so that's a real exciting pack.
Alright. Now we still gotta grab that Superboy Prime. He's somewhere in here still. I can feel it. Whoa, or never mind. It's a Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, the set's namesake. Woohoo!
All right, and then those of you who don't know, Green Lantern is a +2. Is when entering effect is you search your deck for a Green Lantern and put it in your hand. So search out any Green Lantern card, which is pretty sweet.
Thing I love about this game is like the ultra rares aren't like super necessary. They're usually pretty niche, but what they do is just so good. Like being able to find any of your Green Lanterns and being a special 7 is just nuts. We'll put this over here with our really valuable cards.
Yeah.
And then I guess we got an Atrocitus as our rare. He's cool. You draw 2 cards, then KO a character. It's whatever.
I like the fact that he's 6s all around.
Yeah, he's 666. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Goes in the rare pile.
Oh, sorry, I just got so excited over the Green Lantern.
I know, I actually forgot there was a rare until you're like, and here's the rare of the pack. I was just like, boom, that ultra rare, don't even care. Yes.
Yeah, so now it's my turn. Yeah.
I'm just prepping, I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited.
I'm well, but like, we got a couple more foils, right? Like,
we sure do.
Should? Yeah, we definitely got a couple
I think
more
we got another rare foil coming.
All right.
Maybe?
Hopefully. Ooh, we got a Jon Stewart. Another one. We talked about him already, so I'm not going to go on and on about him.
We got the non-foil version now, which is pretty sweet. Also, I'll just take note. This guy's pretty sweet with Mogo. All your Green Lantern and Blue Lantern characters can use any basic battle card regardless of stat. So it's pretty funny when you have him on the field and you defend with like a rank 7 with Mogo and people are just started like, what?
But don't like the basic battle cards get expensive at those ranks?
They can,
how
but
do you play around
if you're
that?
running with Blue Lanterns, you generally have an abundance of MP.
Okay.
So that's kind of their thing, is getting a lot of MP real quick. Also, White Lantern, just because I'm a kind of a White Lantern fanboy here. This foil is probably one of the prettiest cards I've ever seen, and when entering, you get to grab 2 multi-stats from your discard pile if you have another White Lantern on the field, which is fantastic. It just feels like a total upgrade over the other one. I mean, you have to have a White Lantern on the field, but if you're running a White Lantern deck and you're running him, you probably do already have a White Lantern on the field.
I also like how both Deadmen, this one and the one from the Justice League set, have White Lantern Deadman art. The original Deadman was just a White Lantern for some reason, and the art they put on the card.
Interesting.
Yeah, the one that gets you a battle card back from your discard pile.
Yeah. And then our rare is Hal Jordan. Gives you a +3. Greedy looking dude holding this thing. His effect is pretty sweet. I feel like it'll get more value as time goes on too. It negates any effects that get you a VP besides like game mechanics. So like attacking will still get you one, but things like the special 7 that gets you a bonus won't do anything. Nightwing's team attack bonus won't get you anything. A few other cards that just give you VPs won't get you anything.
Also, if they ever print a card that like gives your opponent a VP as the cost for doing one of your effects, like, oh wait, there's already a card, the rank 7 multi. It gives your opponent a VP, so to get any effects that would gain a VP, it's not just you.
Yeah, or Growing Darkness.
Yeah.
I think that's his
Although putting this to your deck seems kind of greedy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And if I remember correctly, the way it's ruled too is like things that negate effects that do X thing negates the whole power too. Not just the discarding VP. So like you couldn't use any of the effect of Growing Darkness because it has
is that the Black Lantern event that like puts a VP?
You put a VP on both sides,
yeah.
and then you gain your 4
and then
back.
You have Necros to like push and mill me more and make me sad.
Yeah, or actually, a buddy of ours locally runs a deck where you throw out like Dr. Fate, and then you just pick up the card that you just put there. So then you'll know what it is. You heal. Ooh. Speaking of In Brightest Day, we don't even know if that was supposed to be in Darkest Night foil or not.
Yeah, it's true. No, this is Green Lantern's Light. This is it? Yeah, this isn't In Brightest Day.
Oh, they have really similar art, so...
Yeah, they're almost like they're part of the same mantra or something. This one just searches your deck for a Green Lantern with max rank 6 or less and place it in your hand. So he's like a mini version of our fancy Ultra Rare over there.
So much search power in Green Lantern.
And then our rare is if you control 3 different traits, it's the multi-stat 6. You get to draw 2 cards. Yeah. It's kind of expensive. I don't know how I feel about this card.
Well, multi-6 for 3 with a draw 2 is pretty reasonably priced. It
costs 3 MP.
That's reasonably priced for what it does, though.
Strength 1 will draw me 2 as long as I discard 2. And gains me MP. But I guess it doesn't kill their guy. It's not a multi-stat card for White Lanterns. Okay, you're right.
I mean, it's whatever. It's whoever likes whatever. Let's see what we got. Anything spicy? Ugh.
Was it not even a rare, or why are you so upset?
People around me say this card's okay. I just don't see the value in him at all.
He's a special 7. He can throw 7s.
He's a single stat special 7 that only gives you 1 MP. And his push effect, place this card in your opponent's VP pile face down. So you give them a point. You shuffle all characters on the field into their owner's decks. If it stopped there, I could see the value. Because then, board's cleared. You can, play another card. But it continues to say, end your turn immediately.
Yeah, I wonder why it says that.
But you're already giving them a point. I feel like if you're giving them a point, you should be able to gain the tempo back by being able to be like, I can now place a character first. But now, not only that...
But you play this guy when you're behind, so that you, don't get killed. This isn't an I win button. This is I don't die button.
I don't know. I guess it's just my philosophy. I don't like to, build my deck around...
Oh, I'm not saying I'm putting it in a deck. No, I'm just trying to defend it because you're so vehemently against it.
It has,
wait, that's the rare?
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I hate this card.
Yeah, I know, right?
This card, I hate it.
And he has a single stat, so it's you're not going to block with him because it's
Oh, every day. I'm going to block with him all the time.
I mean, it's special at least, so you can use the special where you don't attach cards, but yeah. That's just my opinion. I just don't see the value in him at all. If he was a common, or maybe even an uncommon, I'd be more okay with him, but...
I just dislike that he's one of my 5 Sinestro Core guys.
And he's not even rank 5, so he doesn't synergize with the rank 5 stuff.
Irok. Well, while you control another Indigo... Oh, so as long as you have another Indigo character, all your opponent's continuous effects are negated. It's that's similar to General Zod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because you just have to have villains for him.
Yep. And this one this is kind of more flexible though, because you can have anything as long as you got another.
And it gets you 3 MP. I'm not sure about what the Indigo Tribe's stats are, or not their stats, what their theme is, but...
They do a lot of shenanigans with VP piles. I don't know, they're weird. I feel like there's some hidden potential there. I just haven't really dove into it yet. But they do a lot of weird effects, which I kind of like.
Their art's always really cool, from what I can tell.
Except for the one dude.
Well, let's not talk about him. I forgot about him.
If we come across one, we'll show you guys.
What's his name?
I don't remember. Ooh, we got a foil Bleeze.
It's the Prince.
Pretty sweet. Her effect is whenever anything gets KO'd the first time in a turn, you draw a card. So by any effect, if something leaves the board, gets KO'd, you get to draw a card, which is sweet. It synergizes well with the other Red Lantern effects, but the thing I like about her is she's not Red Lantern specific either, so you could splash her into other random decks. It's just... Because people are going to die in any game you play, so I mean, might as well get value out of it. And she gives you +2, so...
People are going to die. Why not profit?
Exactly.
That's what the funeral home says.
Oh my god. Alright, then we got this really expensive Intelligence 7, which I feel like might get play eventually. I don't know, it's weird. It's on defense, you can discard a battle card in the battle zone, and then return its user... return the user to its owner's hand. So if it's used on defense, which you have to use it on defense, you could bounce one of their attackers, which is cool. But at the cost of 4, that's rough.
So... Yeah.
So I could see use in it, but it's a weird you have to be in a certain place.
If you're gonna lose the game this turn, again we're building around we're going to lose the game. If you only have one guy to block with, you can drop this and not die this turn, die next turn, and whatever you block's gonna die because it's a rank 7.
Yeah. I suppose if you're already running, but I mean it's so weird because the other rank 7 cards have so much value that it'd be hard to use that one over those.
Yeah, and it's expensive at 4.
Yeah.
And again, we're planning on losing at that point. Alright. Ooh, we got a foil. Legion of Doom! Oh, I love this card. What this card does is... double Legion! They come in pairs. It's just like a real Legion would. Well, I think a Legion would be more than a pair. But what this one does is it lets you discard a villain card from your hand to search for 2 villain cards from your deck and place them in your hand. This card's super... if you're playing the Joker or Harley Quinn deck, I'm just gonna discard this. I'm just gonna discard this random other villain I put in my deck to go tutor up a couple of Harley Quinns, and oh hey look, I'm just gonna get victory points now.
And it has great value in just villain decks in general, because there's a lot of villains that have like good like effects that are really nice at certain times, and that lets you just fish them out.
Yeah, and like, there's bad guys in every property. Like, I'm not assuming that we're only gonna get villains from DC properties.
Yeah, because villain is such like a catch-all term. Like, we can have villains in anything.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's great. I just realized the Orange Lantern, Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
He shuts down Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. That's actually pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. He looks nice foil too.
That was my last pack. One last one.
This is the last pack in the box, everyone. We will... Ooh. I'll mention this card real quick. It's an interesting card. I use it a lot in one of the decks I've been making, specifically Superboy Prime.
Is that the Heroes and Villains one?
Yeah. Uncommon Allies. -3. If you control a hero, you draw a card. If you control a villain, the enemy discards a card. It's pretty sweet, especially...
Wait, so you're telling me I have to have 2 different types of guys, pay 3 MP, and have this card in my hand to get what?
To draw a card and make them discard a card. But if you have Superboy Prime, boom, he procs it himself.
Oh, sure, because he's 2 guys, yep.
And I mean, discard effects are pretty swingy depending on what stage in the game.
Oh yeah, I run Special 4 all the time. And Supergirl. I love Supergirl.
Ooh, it's Special 4. Ooh, that's one of my favorite cards on the entire game. Like, hands down. Alright, so the rare is Join Our Fight. It's something to do with Star Sapphires. Let me see. -2. If you control fewer characters than your opponent, push target character, and you may play a Star Sapphire character from your hand. It's a pretty Star Sapphire-y effect, I guess.
I didn't think about it, but the Star Sapphires get down on the field really fast. Like, from like an empty board, they just go, boom, there's 3 of us.
Ooh, and then, since the last pack, might as well talk about another sweet card. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, but it's sweet for the Superman meta. But more importantly, I like the art on this card a lot. It's pretty sweet.
I like how the card that you find all the Supermen with is
Not
evil
actual.
Superman.
Yeah. But yeah, it just lets you search for a Superman from your deck and put it in your hand. And it costs 0, so it's like...
I really like all like the 0 cost tutor effects that they're doing. Like, like Legion of Doom, Superman, like a whole bunch of... like they're very specific in what they let you find. Heck, even like Green Lantern to close out on is like... he gets you MP, but like searching for a specific thing is really interesting, and I like that there's just no cards that let you find anything in your deck.
Yeah. I like the specifics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose now we'll show you guys a nice display of all our keynote cards.
So here's the important foils we got out of our box. We got the awesome Green Lantern that I probably wanted. And
got the sweet Batman reanimated.
Yeah, the one
Black
you were
Lantern.
looking for.
And the amazing active player token.
Yeah. For the uncommons, we got the Superman to build the Superman deck. Legion of Doom, which is probably going to be a sweet card.
Splashable Bleeze.
Splashable Bleeze, yep. Yeah, overall, I'm super happy with this box, and I don't see much more it could have done for me.
It's also pretty sweet that for our first Green Lantern box opening, we got a lot of Green Lantern-centric cards.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm very much happy with this box.
Yeah, it was fun. Hey, thanks for joining us in our first ever box opening.
If you like what you saw here, leave a like and a comment with what your favorite card from Green Lantern is.
And that's it for now. We'll see you guys next time.